All right, I'm going live. Oh, there we go. It says we're live. That was fast. Even though it took me ages to get there, but once I got there, it was done. All right, welcome from the crossroads of America. This is a 1 hour talk show shooting with disabilities, but we also talk guns, politics, or anything else that crosses my mind. Answer questions from the audience, either in the chat or by email at rickslife@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. I got a Patreon page, what you call it, PayPal and all that stuff in the info section below. So we get that out of the way. At the moment, I have one, what's the word I'm looking for? Member of the guest panelist. That's a good word. Panelist is New York Outcast. How you doing?
Doing all right. Had a crazy day, but doing well. So thanks for having me. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Okay. Yeah, the reason I'm a bit out of it, actually, I wasn't actually I was going to cancel the show tonight, guys, because I tweaked my back today. It's got nothing to do with the spinal stenosis. It rained here today, and I was getting into my truck, I put my foot on the
step board,
and it slipped off. And when I hit the ground, I sort of jerked, and tweaked the muscle, I think. So, that's where it's at. But anyway, let's see. Let's see who's in the chat. Kingpin was first, then Tactical Fud, Kevin in New York, Chris from the 740, 740? There you go. Shady Hill Homestead. So, who else we got in here? AR Guns. Raphael. Man, they're all coming in. All right. So, since I was in pain and I wasn't going to have a show, I really didn't do any research. But again, I haven't done a lot of research the last couple of months on this anyway. But does anybody out in the audience type it in, have a topic that you want to discuss or want me to look into or whatever? See what they come up with.
I got a quick topic.
Yes.
If you don't mind. I'd just like to complain a little bit, so I'll step in here.
Okay.
So, everything was going great today. And then all of a sudden, I realized my order hasn't been delivered. So getting ready to call this company to wonder what the heck's going on. And then the next thing you know, I get a call from a customer saying that this delivery showed up. So, yeah, it's kind of irks me because I like to be there with deliveries to make sure things go well and don't get messed up and everything's correct. So when I actually start my day, I know everything's good. So anyway, so that's kind of irritating. Then I had to go through with the customer because they couldn't believe that was enough stuff to do the job. Like, because when you order metal for metal roofing, it all comes on a skid, and you can fit a lot of panels in a small pile. So this turned out to be a whole ordeal. So I mean, it was just not the best way to start the day off for me. So everything's fine. It's worked out. And then the dumpster I'm ordering, they tell me yesterday, I called just to get an idea, if these people can get it out there, the prices are going for. They tell me it's going to be mid next week. So I'm like, oh, great. So, scheduling's working on this now. And now today I have the lady called to actually order the dumpster. They don't even want a deposit from her. They did for me. No deposit from her, and they can get it there tomorrow. So the hell's going on out there? You know, these services, I don't know what's happening. It's just irritated me. So sorry, I just thought I'd complain a little bit.
That's fine.
Get it out of the way. So Jason joined us there. I was gonna say, as far as the back thing, even to me, man, once in a while I'll step on something wrong or twist something, and I'm just, in pain for the rest of the day. It seems like as you start to get older, you can get out of bed and twist your neck wrong and be screwed up for 3 days.
Oh yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's always the stupid stuff, Sorry, I'm done.
All right. And another panelist has joined us, Jason Stewart. How you doing?
Hey, Rick. Hey, Rob. I guess I'm on the right chat because I'm not doing good at all. I'm not healthy at all.
And what's happened?
Oh.
Well, it's kind of a long story. I'll kind of make it quick. But it's just today I'm a little better, but it's been a miserable week. I got bit by a spider or something on the side of my neck, and that got all infected and burning and just pure hell. And then the whole side of my face swelled up from my ear, below my ear, all the way across my jawbone and everything. And then my tongue swelled up to where, my throat and my tongue, everything was swollen.
Yeah.
And that was just driving me nuts. And because my tongue was swollen, I was still trying to eat something, and I bit my tongue really, really bad.
Oh, Jesus.
Because it was swollen, And
did you go to urgent care or anything?
No.
What? You better take your ass to the doctor.
Yeah, this is kind of messed up, but I cut my tongue twice where I bit it, and that's just sore in hell. And things started getting a little better, but my tongue just swelled up like infection and everything. I squeezed it and popped my tongue, and now the tongue's a lot smaller, and I can breathe better now, and I can swallow not too bad. But it's been miserable. Can't sleep the side of your face on the pillow or nothing, man. It's just I've been miserable.
I avoid doctors.
You know how a dog feels when he gets bit by a snake in the face.
Yeah,
I avoid doctors, man. But I recommend seeing one, man, because if you had a reaction like that to this, there's not a lot in the U.S. for state, but there's some that can really be an issue. And it sounds like you're not even 100% sure if it's a spider.
Oh, I know it's a spider bite by how it is, man. It's swollen, burns, big black dot right in the center of it.
Because if it just something, an example, brown recluse, that's not good, because it's just going to keep eating a hole in your neck. And you'd probably rather not have a hole in your neck.
Side of my face swole up like I got my whole mouth full like chewing tobacco or something.
Yeah, I'd go get that looked at.
I would go to the emergency room or urgent care. They might even be able to give you something to make the swelling go down.
What are you trying to do? Make me catch COVID?
Yeah.
I don't go to the doctor. Hey, man. I'm fine. I tell you what, peroxide is starting to do me good, man. I just gurgle and drink a little bit of peroxide. Got my throat feeling better. I'll be all right, man. Peroxide, a little bit of salt water. That's all I need, man.
Hey,
it's going down. I'm like way better today than I was yesterday, man.
Yeah, but infections in the face, that's bad, dude. It's only a step or two away from the brain, and then you end up having it can change quick. I'm just warning you. If you don't want to go to the doctors, at least keep a good eye on things. Make a circle around the site, and if it keeps getting bigger, that's an indication you should go. Another thing that could help is if you actually have the real stuff here. There we go. Like clove garlic, you can crush some of that up and stick it in your mouth in that area, and it's natural antibiotic, and it kind of helps with the pain a little bit. So, but I still recommend you go to the doctor.
I do too.
This is like the third day and I'm
Well,
getting better, man. I mean, I know
okay.
infection around the brain is, but that's how I live, man. That's how I do. I don't do doctors.
Hey, can you do me a favor while the show's going on? Can you type out an email saying that I get your guns and email it to me
Whoa, whoa,
just in
whoa.
case you die on us?
Shit, I'm getting buried with them, man. Come on.
I
I
thought,
wouldn't
hey,
mind one or two nice ones,
it
but
was worth
I'd
a
prefer
shot.
you just go to the doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I need some antibiotics, AR guns. Tell me to go. Wish I had some antibiotics. I tell you today, I left out of the gas station for work, and I was like, man, I wish I would bought some like Advil or Tylenol or something. But I'm a tough son of a bitch, man. I'm making it through. I still go to work. Right now, it just sucks. Like my tongue is so sore where I bit it, man. It's oh, that's like worse. That's part worse than the whole thing. Like where the spider bite is, don't really bother you too bad unless you touch it or something. But my tongue is just killing me, man.
Yeah, I mean, you could still have poison sitting behind that bite still,
Oh yeah, I'm sure I do.
you know. But you need to be
Depending on what it is, it could be an issue, man. I
you
mean,
need
like
to
I
be
said, if it
careful with
ends
that.
up being certain, for example there that brown recluse, then they're gonna have to cut out that whole area. So the
Yeah,
longer you wait, the more they're cutting out.
it's
Just point that out.
maybe when all said and done with this, maybe I'd be immune to spider bites, huh? So might
Hey,
be
you become
positive. I hope.
Spider-Man.
Have you tried climbing a wall yet?
Yeah.
Hell no, Rob. I feel so bad I can't get off the floor.
Try shooting a web.
Yeah. Yeah. But you need to keep a close eye on it, especially your tongue. I mean, if your tongue gets infected, they might have to cut it off or cut it
so
out.
peroxide doing me great, man. Once my
Hey.
tongue got back down to normal size, it's like life's all good now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, gargle some bourbon too will help. Gargle some bourbon. That will kill anything in your mouth.
Yep. Usually I'm a happy spirit, loving life, healthy as a horse, but man, I tell you, the whole half my head is like one giant infection ball right now.
Now, I know what I want to ask you, totally different subject, but to do with your profession. According to the news, the housing market, new house building is taking a nosedive. It went down 25% this month or some shit.
For us, I've had some days off, but it's just been supply issues. We can't get the doors and trim work delivered. But I'm starting a new neighborhood tomorrow. Things are still booming here. I actually did a house today and finish it tomorrow in the morning. That's $1 million condo. And it's made out of basically drywall and cardboard. That's about all you're getting for your $1 million.
Sounds about right. Yeah, it usually takes a while for the things that would go down the chain because contracts are already done at this point. So just maybe it might be a slowdown in what's to come, but there'll be, definitely some backflow, especially now, like Jason's saying, lots of things are already on back order and stuff as it is. So jobs will get extended for that too. Um, so, people will still be working a while. It's just whether it kind of switches back around and that, before there's a actual dead period transfers into the trades.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You reading what AR Guns is saying there, Jason?
Yeah. I've been reading AR's comments.
Yeah.
If it gets any change, I might go to emergency room or something. But right now I'm doing better, and if I'm better in the morning, I think I'm over the hump. I'll have it licked.
Yeah, I know how you. I mean, that's normally how I go as well. It takes a lot to get me to. Well, it used to. Now that I'm, everything seems to fall apart on me now at my age. So.
Yeah, I almost panicked a little bit, man, when my tongue swelled up in my throat. I couldn't hardly swallow and stuff. But I made it through
Oh
it.
yeah,
I'm
people
all
die
right.
that way, Jason. just,
Yeah,
just
I
saying.
mean,
Yeah.
That's usually when you start getting medical assistance. You're damn lucky.
Yeah, man. Well, we don't have a very good hospital here, man. I don't trust them doctors we got here, anyways. Uh, I gotta be. I gotta be. I haven't even, man. I tell you, I possibly may have not even been to the doctor, and we could be getting close to 20 years, man. I went to the emergency room about 15 years ago, just for a kidney stone. And but I don't do doctors. I don't do doctor's appointments. I don't go. I probably got everything in the world wrong with me if I go to the doctor, so I don't want to go to the doctor.
I'm the
Yeah.
same way. I avoid them like the plague. I think the last time I actually went to the doctors was the same thing, kidney stone, and that was like 3 rounds ago. So this, I don't even know how many years back, but but that's because something was strange. And honestly, through all the injuries I've been through, I thought I was gonna die, so I didn't know what was going on. So,
even
but
defense dad is on to you now.
Yeah,
but
I'm feeling.
something with infections like that in your face and stuff, that's a different story. There's certain things you shouldn't play with. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, that's definitely one.
Okay, man, but like, I'm not the first guy in history to get bit by the spider up by the neck or the face or something. So,
True,
like,
but you might have a reaction to this that the other guy didn't, because you obviously had a reaction. How severe is the question? So, I'm
yeah,
not trying to nanny you or nothing. I'm just saying, stranger shit's happening, man. So,
I'd be a little happy for me. I tell you, I'm feeling better, man. I didn't eat for a couple of days, and today I ate because my mouth's better. I ate, and I've got a little energy back and everything. I'm on the rebound, man. I'll be all right.
I want that email. You know, I need that email with you authorizing me to have the gun.
and he's being persistent.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'll just write out one for everybody.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, okay. But besides that, you're doing okay.
Yep, I ain't got no limp or nothing. I'm doing all right. Still go to work. So.
Well, that's it.
You been shooting in the last 3 days with this swollen tongue issue?
No, man, I actually got my first red dot for a pistol. I got
Okay.
my red dot and a mount, a bunch of
That
parts.
didn't take long.
I haven't even put it on anything yet.
Yeah.
Has it been 2 weeks since you were shooting with Chris?
Yeah,
And now you got a red dot. Look at this shit, man.
took a week to get it shipped here, so I'm about on
Must be
schedule.
nice. Top shelf, man.
Your eyes that bad? You need a red dot?
Oh man, they're a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it'd be a great tool just for dry firing. I mean, even if you're a decent shot and you do good when you shoot your target, you get behind one of them red dots for the first time, and it'll really show you how shaky your hands are, man. So I
Yeah.
think I could have a just take my dry fire to an extra level with a red dot just in the house, man. But I like them. Chris's were all tuned right in, man. Wherever that dot was, that's where the bullet went. I mean, no problem. Yeah, I thought they were pretty cool. And yeah, I'm almost at the point now where I want to put a red dot on everything I got.
Yeah. Well, that's what the gun industry is hoping you do. You know.
Yeah, I know because I ordered a Beretta cut for a red dot already.
Oh man. All
and
right.
I already got the plate for it. Ordered some parts for it. Yeah, ordered parts for a gun I don't even have, but ordered some dress ups and fix them up parts, and I ordered the plate for my red dot to fit that pistol because when you get them you don't get a plate. You gotta like register it, get a free coupon. I just went ahead and had my plate already, so the day the gun comes in, I'll be ready to bolt one on down.
All right. Have you picked up your other gun yet, or you still got it on layaway?
No, it's sitting there. But see, that's my new plan. Uh, I'm gonna do a 2-for-1, so I gotta make one trip.
Ah,
So I had to order the Beretta. Had to order it from Bud's gun shop. I don't know, maybe good or bad, but he had one. And once it gets delivered there, I'll just go there in one day and
yeah.
bring home two in one trip.
Hey, I've bought a couple of guns from them. I never had an issue with the firearms that I bought from them.
Yeah,
You
I've
know?
been under. It's been a little tragic for me lately. My gun shop, they've been on funny hours, ever since COVID and other stuff and winter hours and everything. And they
Yeah.
got some new employees, some young people. Well, they changed their hours and they're just opening up early and they're still closing early. So I just can't get there at all during the week. I can't get off work in time to make it there. So I'm relegated to only getting to my gun shop on the weekend.
Bro, I'm sure
That
the
sucks.
as much money, as many homes if you bought them and the vacations, I'm sure if you called the shop, they'd send somebody down to open up for you.
Oh,
Especially since you haven't been in there in a little while. They're probably gonna roll out the carpet, offer you a beer or coffee,
it's so
show you
bad.
all the new toys.
It's so bad. They miss me so bad, and I can't come in there. And we worked out a deal because I can't get there hardly at all anymore. Uh, Last couple weeks, I just phoned in a payment. Then they don't even have that service, but for me, they did.
Yeah, I don't blame them. You need to tell them to start opening up later.
Yeah, they just don't have the same employees and time. They want to shut down early every day. But they open up early, which is good for all the people that are fishing and stuff. But yeah, it just leaves me on the hook because
Can't
I'm
you
just
get there on the way to work?
no, I'm gone. I'm gone for work before they open, and I'm getting home from work after they've closed. So.
Plus, I think it would make you late for work because you'll be spending so much time there on the way that you'll forget what time it is.
But anyways, I guess if those are all the troubles I got in life, I guess I'll be okay. Could be worse.
Yeah. Defense dad says, I'm surprised the gun shop hasn't knocked on your door to check on your well-being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Courtesy call.
Yeah.
Make sure he's all right.
Yeah, they still might do that because how they know it's him phoning in?
But yeah, I do recommend red dots, man. If you haven't tried one, go try one. Like there's plenty of people out there. Kevin's talking, AR's talking. I'm late to join the bandwagon, man, but
I haven't joined the bandwagon yet.
I'm on it. It's pretty cool, man. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did, but as soon as I got on it, I'm like, oh my god, I got to get one of these.
Yeah, but I don't have one firearm that is made for one.
Yeah, that's the problem, man. I don't really care how any of them bolt on. I think they need some more years of development in that aspect and these mounting plates, but it is what it is. Gotta go with what they got.
I don't know how good it is, but I saw I was looking for one time for my M&P 45, and I found one a mounting plate with it slides into where your sight's at. You take your sight off, and it slides in there.
Yep, I bought one of those plates too. That's what I started out with here.
Yeah.
I bought one of those plates, and the plate's nice. It's good quality. Everything fits nice. It's even contoured for the top of the slide and everything. But I'm really not trusting it. Uh, just this little dovetail mount on it. It has an extra hole where you could drill and tap the top of the gun.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've seen it work, but I'm afraid it'll come loose. And I'm just not really digging it all that well. That's why I went ahead and just ordered the gun. The new gun coming. It's made for a red dot. It's got
Yeah.
its own setup for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what I was thinking. I mean, it's not a lot of thing to hold, that little dovetail group to hold on that thing. I understand where you're coming from on that.
Yeah, the thing about I didn't like it. I like the idea if it was drilled and tapped. This extra hole, it would bolt great on a Beretta. But I have to still check it out. I think it's going to block the top pin that you pop to take the extractor out and clean behind the extractor or change the spring. I'm afraid this is going to block that. So if I ever have to do any maintenance on the extractor, I would have to get this mount off. And I just don't trust this little dovetail deal coming on and off a couple times. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think this better be get it in place, Loctite the shit out of it, and leave it alone. But
Leave it alone. Yeah,
I'm afraid I'll have to take it off later, and that might cause problems. So that's why I just went ahead and ordered the other gun. But I might give this a whirl because I mean it seems like really nice quality, but it's just a lot to hang off that dovetail, I guess.
I'll try and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think depending on the quality of materials, it should actually be fine because technically a dovetail joint is using all types of different things. Strength wise, it's a pretty good. It's just how tight is the joint is the issue. So if it's something like a sight where you got to kind of file a ridge down to get it to press in a certain amount, yeah, I would probably make it on the tighter side than lighter side. Make sure it's a pain in the ass to get in there, just to make sure it's nice and tight. But yeah, as far as the red dot thing, I think if it helps you, man, by all means, go for it. A lot of people as you get older, red dot's probably the way to go. I like them on rifles. I'm just cheap and old school, and I'm more concerned with minute a man, with a handgun, so I'm not too worried about them. And if they were free, I'd probably try one. But at this point, they'll see the point.
Boy. I mean, you got to buy guns to get them to fit on. Now you need a new holster that will hold the goddamn thing with the red dot on it.
Yeah,
it's a new industry. You already,
It'd probably help you though. I mean, especially if you do have sight issues or things like that. And
oh yeah, I know.
Like straight up red dot versus no red dot. It's red dot's probably a little quicker. I mean, I'll even state, but I just don't think in the reasons I carry a gun, I don't need one. You know what I mean? Everybody's different.
Yeah,
I think at like 10 yards or so at the range, probably really don't need a red dot. My fiber optic sights or my painted sights that are glowing, I mean, they're just fine. But I think this red dot's really going to help at like 25 yards.
Yeah, I can see that. And now, if anybody out there in the audience wants to, send me one, by all means, I'll try it for you. I'm just saying. But I mean, if you're shooting at 25 yards, how is that self-defense?
Well, that's an argument, but there's plenty of ways you could have a legal shoot at that distance, in my opinion. Maybe you're saving somebody else, in a parking lot.
True.
It could be a shooter. There's a lot of scenarios where, being comfortable with a longer shot is definitely a plus. But hopefully everybody realizes there is limitations. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, a handgun's not a rifle. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't bite off more than you can chew and become a target yourself.
Yeah, I don't know if this would be a. I don't not gonna plan on carrying this red dot. I went and got
But
like a
it's
great
going to
big
be
one.
like a range, just to
Yeah,
use down the range.
yeah.
Yeah. It's some of those red dots can get expensive though. It's all to do with the glass. I take it.
Yeah.
Quality probably as
Yeah.
well.
There's some name brands are
Durability.
better than others. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know much about them. I'm just getting started, but I already know I want a couple more.
Okay.
My other kicker on sites are red dots like that is honestly, seems like you would have to co-witness. Like any gun, if you're putting something battery operated, you still need to be able to co-witness. And most of them, you can, but that's where it's normally, I don't know, it starts getting goofy. Now you got two forms of sights. I mean, it's just seems like you're just adding more and more weight. It's like the small gun and everybody's got a picture with an extendo mag in it. I mean, why didn't you just buy the big gun? It just, it's cool, but it doesn't seem practical to carry all the time. I'm sure you can and everything. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not trying to knock anybody, but it seems like all I need is some regular sights in 90 some odd percent of most self-defense situations to me. Everybody's different, but you know what I mean? It just, I don't know. It's like the joke with the AR where you got everything in the kitchen sink on it. I mean,
Yeah.
how big and bulky are you going to end up having this damn thing?
But
I don't know.
See, my setup is not going to be able to co-witness. It's just too high off the top of the gun with the plates. You're not going to co-witness nothing. It's just a range toy. But what's different about it is, like when you're looking at your target or your bullseye there, and you're looking through your sights, you got your front sight that's just standing out, plain as day, popping, and then you got your rear sight, and you just got a little bit of window. I mean, you can't hardly see your target other than your front sight. When you got that red dot, the whole glass, the whole thing you're looking from, you see your whole damn target and then some, and you can just see that little tiny red dot in the middle. I mean, your field of vision is like wonderful, man. It's just fun to shoot. You don't have any rear sights, you don't have nothing in your vision. It's just that little glow of dot, and
yeah, and
exactly where that dot is, that's exactly where it shoots.
that's right. I mean, if you got it all lined up, and wherever that dot's at is where your bullet will go.
Yeah, you don't have the front sights in the way or nothing. You got a clear vision of that whole little lens like you're looking through. You can see your
Yeah,
whole target, man. It's pretty fun. It was just a lot of fun. I
yeah.
really enjoyed it.
But
So statistically, instead of camo, if you get attacked, you should throw something red on really quick. Because statistically, most people with optics out there are looking at a red dot. Eh?
Maybe.
Oh, Kevin in New York says you saw his carbine with the red dot.
Yeah. If he's speaking to me, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm familiar with rifles. That's a
yeah,
different scenario, in my opinion.
yeah. Now that brings up a good point. Talking about, as you said, with the red dot. I mean, really, I'm gonna start teaching myself to do it, and maybe I already do, but don't realize it. Sort of like I would say, 15 yards and in, you should be able to hit your target without sighting it. You know what I'm saying? Well, you pull your gun and
yeah.
just
Yeah.
pull and
Point
shoot.
and
You know,
shoot.
like I mean, like you're gonna hold it out in front of you, but you're pointing and shooting like a good old cowboy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or even before you actually get in a proper stance, like just clearing the holster, it's good to be able to get something on target within a short range. My opinion,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if you're going for it, you should go all the way, man.
yeah. So, Defense Dad said, "Rob, no way, man. Didn't you ever see Star Trek? The guy with the red shirt always died first," which is true. they gave you a red shirt, you knew you're off the series. Yeah. So yeah,
Sorry,
but
not a Trekkie. I wouldn't know that.
well, in the very first season, were you even alive then?
It's questionable.
I mean, normally any of the people on the Starship Enterprise, if they had a red shirt on, guaranteed to die in that episode. Captain Kirk never wore a red shirt. You know? So there we go. Anyway, but back to what I was saying. I mean, so I'm trying to, I'm going to, next time I go shooting, I was thinking of going tomorrow. I was telling my friend at the diner when I was eating my salad before I hurt my back that I might stop by his place tomorrow and shoot the 380, and that's what I was going to start doing. Seeing if I can hit the target without using the sights. Just point and shoot type thing. I think you should be able to do that 15 yards in, maybe 10 yards in, and maybe 15 stretching it. But 10 yards and in, you should be able to. I feel. I don't feel why you
with
could.
a pistol.
With a pistol. Yeah. Don't you think you could do that, Jason?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can get you anywhere inside my house. Don't even need sights.
There you go. So I'm thinking, so that's something I'm thinking of practicing.
Just be careful. Make sure you clear your holster or whatever you're doing before you do. And I recommend, practicing that way because that's probably the way it's going to actually be used in practice. So.
Oh yeah, I will do. But
I don't wear a special shirt just to be faster. Deal with how you normally dress, which is sometimes pisses you off, but that's the reality of it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, more likely to start off with, I'll do it, without already out the holster to make sure I can do it first. Once I know I can hit the target, then I'll start trying to draw it. So, I plan on doing it safe. So, but I think that's something we should all learn to do.
If you've never tried it, I'd recommend trying it maybe empty first, just to make sure, when you clear your holster, your finger isn't subconsciously going to the trigger automatically. You know what I mean? So some holsters are set up a little different, but just in case, if you've never tried it, obviously, it's better to catch yourself without a round than actually catch yourself with a round. So.
Oh, absolutely. But as I said, I'm gonna do it with it already out of the holster, just to
smooth as fast, as they say.
So I can get the hang of it. Then start with the holster, But yeah. So that's what I plan on doing. So whether it's I mean, nobody in the chat saying they do it that way, they're going to do it that way. So I guess everybody thinks I'm an idiot.
Well, it's something to think about, even with like pocket carry too. If you're wearing a cover or windbreaker or something like that, pulling a gun out of the pocket might be a delay. If your hand's already in there in a situation and somebody leaps at you with a knife, put a round right through the coat. I'd rather get a new coat because I shot it than versus I got stabbed in it. You know what I mean? So you might have to, clear a function if it's semi-automatic, this and that, possibly. But at least, you made the point right off the jump. So, just an idea out there. So,
yeah. What I was thinking, if you do one or two shots, as you pull it out of the holster, And then then if you still have to shoot because he ain't gone down, then you sight it and put one between the eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Controlled shots are always ideal, but in the right situations, quick shots, it may save your life. Tight quarters somewhere or something like that. Walking through an underpass and people crowd you. You know what I mean? But obviously, use the best care you can. Yeah, I recommend if you have the ability to aim, because you're going to have to answer for every round you put out. But always keep in mind to let people behind them where that round's going to end up.
Yeah. Well, hey, if I shoot somebody in the chest and it goes through and it hits somebody behind them, oh well. That's a collateral damage.
Yeah, you don't have a union behind you. Really consciously, that's really not the way to go.
No. You're right. But put it this way: if some guy's shooting at me, right, and there's somebody standing behind him, I'm not gonna not shoot just in case I might hit that person behind him. I'm going to shoot to save my life. And if the bullet happens to go through, oh dear. But personally, I don't think the bullet will travel through. I think it would be slowed up enough.
You can always miss. I'm not telling you not to. Every situation's different, so obviously, but it could be a road rage dad with a car full of kids. And if I can take cover, I would rather take cover than put rounds into the car with a car full of innocent kids with their dad freaking out. But, you might not get that opportunity. It all depends on the situation. So.
Yeah, you're right. All depends on the situation. But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't want to shoot anybody that was behind somebody on purpose. But if it's my life or the guy who's shooting at me, I'm going to shoot at the guy. And if I practice enough, I think I would hit him with the bullet. And the chances of it going through him, I know it happens, but I feel that if you hit him center mass in that area, I think the bullet will slow down a hell of a lot. You look at what's his name when he does his.
I agree with you, especially with your 380 in a sense. But
yeah,
in the end, in those situations, nothing's going to be a guarantee. Your aim, whether everything, where you're going to hit. So, just rule of thumb, do what you can and always be respectful of others. But comes down to it, I'm with you. You do what you got to do and roll the dice. Just hopefully it works to your favor.
Yeah. Because you're going to say, I'm going to take a bullet because somebody's standing behind him. You know what I'm saying? If he's shooting at me, I'm going to be shooting back. And if there's somebody behind him, oh well. Because I'm looking after number one, me, my life. Or am I looking at it wrong there, Jason? Oh, he's not back yet? Because he said be right back. So.
Yeah, I had another horrible thing happen to me today.
What?
I was outside cleaning my yard, and all of a sudden I felt splat on my back.
Bird shit on you?
Son of a bitch did.
Yeah, I would have pulled my gun out.
Oh, man, I'd love. Oh, damn city limits.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks when that happens. That hadn't happened to me in years. But yeah, it does. It sucks. So.
Thankfully, I was home and not out to meet a customer or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you did have a shitty day, didn't you? You know?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not as bad as Jason's. At least my stuff was delivered and all this, and things worked out to be quicker. But
Was everything
still,
there?
yeah, everything's there. Yep.
Hmm.
Everything that's supposed to be there is there. So I still got
I
a
wa-
bunch of sheeting that actually I'm transporting. So
Yeah. Talking about that, I was watching a video today about this couple who owns land down in Alabama, and they're building a house, and they ordered all brand new kitchen equipment, right? Everything, all the same brand. It's all stainless steel. The reason they went to the same brand, you would think stainless steel is stainless steel, but different companies use different grades, so the color could be slightly off, right? So they wanted all to make sure it all matched. So, right now they ordered it and paid for it back in November, and they're waiting for a double oven, and it still hasn't arrived yet, and they can't give them an estimated time when it will be here. That's
that
pitiful.
sucks, man.
That,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that's a crap deal.
yeah,
I've seen that happen a few times where things were held up over one thing, a certain microwave or this or that. So
yeah,
yeah, it's pretty crappy.
yeah. So, oh, Jason's back. So, Jason, you know what I was talking about shooting
Yeah.
without sighting, and not so much that, but if somebody's shooting at you, but the person who's shooting at you, somebody's standing behind them. Are you going to let yourself be killed just in case your bullet might go through that guy into the person behind him?
And you don't have any cover or concealment near you. You're back to an open corner.
If I think I can take the shot, I'm taking the shot.
Yeah, and you hope that your bullet doesn't penetrate all the way through. You know?
I ain't worried about that. I just hit you.
Yeah, but what about the person standing behind him, who's an innocent?
I don't know.
But I mean,
If it's a bad guy, if he's that close, you're probably the next victim, anyways. If I don't do something, so
yeah. But Rob, it goes to me. That's the same principle. Is if say that person's holding a hostage, and you're going to take the shot. You know, are you going to hit the hostage or are you going to hit the bad guy? Chances of that happening to us is rare, but it's the same principle, really.
Well, what if that innocent behind the bad guy was your client? What if that was your client's son sitting there? Could you still take the shot? And are you the only one? We could have a lot of fun with this.
If I was the only person there and somebody was shooting at me and it was my client or my client's son,
Or
my life,
equivalent, your kid, we'll say. Your kid was on the other side of them.
who, my kid?
You've got mail.
Yep. Yep.
Well,
Not
now,
the kid you wish you didn't have, the one you love and adore.
Now, see, now you're throwing a different variable into it.
Well,
Well,
isn't
no.
that bystander somebody else's kid?
But it ain't mine.
Oh.
yeah. Hopefully, people aren't standing next to the bad guy. Hopefully, they're running away or something. So,
You know.
if I got a clear shot, I'm gonna
Oh
take
no,
it.
you got the neighborhood old lady gonna beat him with a purse. The crazy one. It doesn't care that he's sitting there shooting. She's still gonna beat him with a purse. There's always one of those.
Well, then I'll close the distance. I'll get closer, and I'll make sure he gets the bullet. Nobody else does.
Oh, AR gun said here, yell out, hit the ground. You know? Yeah.
Verbal commands.
Yeah.
That's there we go. That's a good step.
Yeah. I mean, I
Good
would make
step in
sure
the right direction.
yeah, that would be, hey, son of a bitch, hit the ground. Or you going to get a bullet? You know? So, but, you know, my plan is practice enough for hopefully you don't miss. And hopefully your bullet doesn't overpenetrate. You know? So, but like I was saying,
And try not to be at the 7-Eleven at 3 a.m.
At my extreme penetrators, is that what they're called? Extreme defense 380 bullet. It only penetrates on the gel 14 inches. All right?
Yeah, gel smell. That's gel. When's the last time you got attacked by the blob?
You know?
I haven't heard about the blob knocking over any stores lately.
But where I'm going with it, I think most bodies, I mean, are you 14 inches deep from chest to back?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably not. But I'm not made out of gel either.
You know? Yeah, but see, if I hit a bone, it could be deflected, you know. By the time it smacks through your flesh, hits your heart, all that shit's gonna slow it down. You know. Now, be honest with you, I don't look at that kind of stuff, but in all these, they keep promoting all these, there's over 1 million, 2 million self-defense scenarios going on or whatever every year. How many people have protected their life, but the bullet overpenetrated and hit somebody behind them? Might not have killed them, but hit them. Is there any? Where would you go find that information? Anybody know?
No idea. Maybe FBI statistics.
Yeah, I don't know if they count that.
Yeah, they have an opinion on a lot of things, but can you trust them is the issue. So, I mean, you can get maybe a baseline, but yeah, and keep in mind how many shootings go unreported, how many injuries, how many Jasons out there got shot by the husband sneaking out the window and didn't want to go to the hospital.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, it's hard to say true numbers with things like that.
He's sitting at home with a bullet in him. I'll pour the peroxide on there. It'll make it okay.
Just pop that bullet right out. Squeeze it. Get some tweezers. Quit being a fucking pussy about everything. People have been getting shot a lot longer than they've had emergency rooms, man. Suck it up.
Oh, yeah. But we only got 5 minutes to go. Just wanted to mention, because of all the bullshit that happened yesterday, I don't mean to say that in a bad way. It's, it's tragic, but do you see that report that the GOA's proved they got facts and figures and documentation that the ATF does have a registry and it's searchable?
No shock. What are they going to do about it? Nothing.
Yeah, what are they going to do is what I want to know.
That's the thing. But what I'm saying is we've known about it for a long time, or we've suspected it. I mean, you think about it, was it a couple of years ago or last year? We heard stories where the ATF's coming in taking pictures of the 4473s to get that info, and it's all gone. It's all gone into the registry.
That's why they wanted to swap around the 4473s to have everything right on the front.
It easier, Yeah. So where I'm going with this is all closed gun stores. They've got all that in the database, and any new stuff they're getting into the database, so that you can be as secretive as you want. They know what guns you have now. You know,
Well, it's
I mean, not off the top of their head, they more than likely would have to search your name. Then they'll get a whole list of over the years what guns you purchased. You know,
They know what
through an
you
effort,
purchased, but that doesn't necessarily mean what you have, what you inherited, what you found, what you bought used, what you
I know,
traded.
but the problem is when they come to take your guns, right, and come knocking on your door, we know you got guns. You know, might not be the ones they've got on the list, but they know you've bought
Well,
some at
are you
some
talking
time.
some mass door to door across America gun grab?
Well,
Is that what you're speaking on when they come to take your guns?
and I know what you're going to say. They don't have the manpower.
Well, no, that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say that's exactly when we would use our guns.
You know,
I mean, as Americans, because obviously something
would
went
you
off the
though?
damn rails.
You know,
Yeah, well, see, now this is an issue we don't need to drop. This is an issue we don't need to give up on and just say, you know, yeah, they ain't supposed to do that. It's against the law for them to do that. They know specifically there's laws about them having the registry, about searchable databases. It's time to put the flames, turn up the fire.
yeah,
And I want to see them records destroyed.
I
I
do
want to
too.
see your agency reprimanded. You know what I mean? I'm tired of this. It's flat out 100% against the law. I know a lot of people up there on that hill spent 4 years screaming, "No one is above the law. No one is above the law." Well, I agree with you. The ATF has been outstanding their boundaries and been getting away with it forever. It's time we reel them in, put them in check, checks and balances from the people. They're not supposed to have that. It's clearly defined by Congress that they're not allowed to have that. So let's take it away from them. I want
Yeah,
those records destroyed. I want it publicly destroyed. I want it destroyed in front of my senator and my representative. There's my witness for me. I want it burnt. I want the computers bleached. I want it gone because you're not supposed to have it. Law is law.
I know it's the law. It's against the law to have the database, but they have it. I mean, the ATF has summed their nose up at the people for a long, long time, and under this and under this this leader they have now, who's ever pulling his strings, right? Don't give a shit about what the law says. This is what they want, and this is what they're going to do. Like everything else, right? It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah.
So so they get caught out. Oh, we're sorry. You know, as I said, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is permission to do it. They've done it.
Now we
You know,
need
we
we need to
can scream that it's against the law, but they've done it. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
That's why
It's
we need to raise hell about it, man. Not let
yeah,
this one slip between the cracks any longer, man.
yeah,
Demand justice today. I mean, that is against the law. I want to see them records destroyed. And I want to see whoever is in charge of it, whoever's head of the ATF, whoever's the head of the FBI, whoever gave the green light, whoever approved it, it should be your job. You should have to resign. You should be fired.
oh yeah,
Plain and simple.
yeah. I
You're
agree.
incompetent and you broke the law. You don't get to keep your job. Say you're sorry. You need to go.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, we shouldn't let this go. We should be calling our congressmen
Or
and
your
our senators
benefits.
and tell them do something. It's against the law. Midterms are coming up. If you want to keep your position, your
Yeah,
job,
it's
you know.
against the law. If that's what it takes, let's have impeachment trials again. Who's
Yeah,
involved? Who gave the okay? Who said to do this? It's against the law. High
yeah.
crimes and misdemeanors. Let's see you in court.
Oh, hey,
And if they want to selectively prosecute the people, but yet none of the politicians, then yeah, I think eventually that's going to piss the people off.
Oh yeah, the politicians don't seem to get in trouble whatsoever. They're above the law. You know, I mean, a good example is what's her? I don't want to say her name in case I get suicide double tap in the back of the head. You know, she's broke so many laws, it's unreal.
Hillary Clinton.
Yes. She's broke so many laws that it's unreal, but nothing's going to happen to her. You know?
She should have been locked up years ago with that other bombing and everything that was involved in that crap back in the day. Like, this is nuts. And then everything disappears, you know, all the stuff disappears. And yeah, it's so convenient how evidence just gets blown to pieces all the time for that lady.
It's a little strange. Man. But not for the common man like us.
No one can avoid it forever.
Yeah.
Even as powerful as you believe the Clintons are and all this and that, sooner or later there'll come Judgment Day. I don't think with the things she's done that she's going to heaven. So sooner or later she will pay. She'll burn in hell for the rest of her life.
The area in the Pentagon that got hit, that was investigations area. A lot of the stuff, offices, most people don't even know about in the Twin Towers. A lot of evidence, investigation departments, besides just straight up money, gold, all types of stuff. But all just gone. Weird.
Yeah. But anyway, back to what I was saying on this ATF thing. We should be calling our congressmen and our senators and tell them, you know, they've got a gun registry. It's against the law. Do something. You know, midterms are coming. You know, so I mean, when it comes to them losing their jobs, they normally will do something. But it has to have a bunch of people doing it. Just me calling my senator and congressman is not going to help. You know what I'm saying? So there we go.
I don't think calling them is going to help anyway. So I think it would be some mass civil disobedience march down to their damn office or something. Yeah, because the politicians, they don't give a damn. So especially right now. Now, you know, there's been what, 1-2 more shootings. So, oh my God, we got to ban everything. So, yeah. I don't put your faith in those damn people. I mean, that's the crazy, you know, everybody's doing the same shit. We'll vote this other shit bag in and expect something different. It's insanity at this point, you know. And even if you vote, can you trust your vote? Honestly, I mean, what the hell? I mean, we're at some bad time.
Yeah, but I understand where you're coming from, but can we trust our vote? I know where you come from, and I think that way at times. But if we can't trust our vote, right, this country is doomed.
Yeah, I think we'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
We'll find out here real quick, and then within 2 years, if we can trust our vote or not.
Yeah.
And if the majority of the people don't think you can trust their vote any longer, you know, God help us all.
Yeah. Well, America, as you know, it's over.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, but we had this discussion on this channel too. You know, all empire, that's the wrong word, empires, but, you know, the Roman Empire fell, the Ottoman Empire failed. You know, everything goes away eventually. Nothing stays forever.
Yeah, but I'm, for one, not willing to give it up yet. So it's not like hope's lost.
I say clean house. Even if it's complete restructure, hardship on the citizens is nothing that our founding fathers went through. So, I mean, but absolutely. God forbid people get off their ass for anything that's inconvenient.
Just got to keep up the fight, man. Keep expose as much as we can. Expose more. Show how crooked these people are and what their true agendas is. Just keep exposing it and you know, grind it out, man. Keep fighting.
I mean, hey, we know why the gas prices are high because of he said it in his speech the other day. for a weekend for they can get their Green Deal working. Even though they don't,
Ah,
you know,
you scrap that out for crack pipes.
you
That's
know.
the real reason. Yeah, the
There you go.
pipeline. He had to chop that up so he can send out crack pipes.
I mean, they don't have the. I'm not against all that. If you want to have cleaner energy, I'm not against it, but you got to have the infrastructure set up first. I mean, you don't cut your nose off to spite your face. You know what I'm saying? The way they're doing it is wrong. So
Right.
oh well.
You know, it would help the planet a little bit. They fix these damn roads. We wouldn't be changing parts so much. You wouldn't be blowing tires apart going through a parking lot or something. I mean, some of these roads are ridiculous around here.
What I
The
want to
damn
know is
bridges are literally crumbling. You're driving over pieces of cement and shit as you go under some of these bridges. It's ridiculous. I mean, this place is literally coming down around us, and now we're coming up with unrealistic shit and sending everybody else money. It's crazy.
yeah, I agree, and I agree. I mean, the money should be spent at home. I mean, all that COVID money disappeared on stupid fucking bullshit, and then wonder why we're in fucking high inflation. But I ain't gonna go there right now. It's gone 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna wind this up, guys. See, you're gonna get me going, aren't you? You're gonna ruin my goddamn evening. So
It's
I'm
just
not.
been one of them shows. Sorry,
Yeah,
folks.
yeah. So
Mental disabilities are important too. So
yeah. But anyway, learn to practice the shoot at least 15 yards and in without taking aim. That's my goal. That should be everybody's goal. Should be able to pull it and shoot it. Even if you bring it up to your eye level, the time you got it up there, you should be pulling your first shot anyway. Then maybe line it up for your second, But you should be able to hit that target with that first shot. Just don't pull it and shoot it and hope you hit it. Practice to make sure you do hit it. Anyway, any shout outs or plugs there, New York?
I'm drawing a blank.
rnldisplays.com.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The AR display I got hanging up behind me. That's the wall mount.
Got some news with that too. I've got word back from my tester, and everything's checked out. So basically, I'm good to go on the AK mags here shortly. So now it's just waiting on me. I've already cut out a bunch of tabs to begin with. I still got to form, paint, all that. As a matter of fact, I should run to the store now to get more stuff. But basically, sometime shortly here, AK displays will be available, and they do audibly lock in place. So it's there, kind of similar to a magazine from this demonstration video I seen. So basically, if you got a bunch of junk on your rifle one way or the other, it should hold it good. So same as pistols. So if anybody's interested, keep an eye out. I'll do a post or something when there are actually some available. So displays are actually available. I just gotta get this tab thing right. Well, put assembled and whatnot, and then they'll be ready to go. So it should be soon.
That's great news. So there you go. And also, since this is my show, if you go to R&L Displays and buy one of the displays on the way checkout, on the way out, type in Rick's Life in the discount code and get 15% off. So there you go. All right, Jason, you got anything?
Yeah, man. I just give a shout out to all the good people who was out in the crowd tonight. AR echoed, Fence Dad, Kevin, Chris, Buck was out there.
Who's all worried about you? You should be going
Shady.
to the doctor.
Raphael was out there. Yeah, man. Everybody, thanks for showing up. Kingpin was first, so appreciate you showing up. And I forgot to share my good news with you that I totally forgot about. I
What?
got me a new dog. I'm
She's
a
not
dog
pregnant?
lover again.
Oh,
No, I
You got a new dog.
yeah. I got a miniature Doberman Pinscher, and
Okay.
I think he's got multiple personalities. One personality is a good dog, and the other personality is hell on wheels, boy.
That's the one that you see most of the time, huh?
Yeah, he's a crazy.
miniature.
He's
It's gonna have little people problems. So that's that other half. It's little dog issues.
his springs wound pretty tight, man. He's
He's gonna have that small dog syndrome.
he's got it bad. He's 2 years old. I got him from some people that are moving out of town and moving to an apartment, and they're not allowed to have a dog anymore. They hated to let him go. They're all upset, but I've given him a good home, and he's getting accustomed to it, man. He's a good little dog, but oh my gosh, is he? Sometimes he's hell on wheels. He's lightning fast, boy, lightning fast.
Oh well, congratulations. Good luck with him. You know, take him a while to adjust to new surroundings too.
Yeah, I got him on the weekend, or not the weekend. I got him basically Thursday night. So it's only not been a week yet. So, but he's doing really, really well, man.
Good.
First couple of days was a little skittish. He's scared of everything. Now he's hell on wheels, man. My house looks like a dog toy room exploded all over the floor from one end to the other, man. He's got plenty of toys. And
Mike, stop you talking to yourself too. You know, that you live alone, don't you?
Yeah, so I haven't had dogs since September when my other one died. So I didn't really want a little one like this, but I don't know. It is what it is. It works out.
No, good luck with that.
Dog will keep him busy. He'll get shot less. There'll be less marriages ruined in the local area. So win-win-win.
Actually, I don't know if it's not good for your local gun store, because I think you'll be spending less on guns, spending more on a dog.
That's at least one gun a month he's losing.
He doesn't eat very much, man. He's a little dude, probably weighs 10 pounds or less. So.
Yeah,
my gun store will be okay, man. I ain't gonna let nobody get
more likely you're gonna be like the dog in the John Wayne movie. Go get something to eat. I ain't feeding you. Open the door and let him run out in the woods and get his rabbit. You know.
No. Jason's top shelf. That dog be flaming young and have a Kevlar suit and everything.
I might get him a little like a Cobra Derringer or something, man. Put his initials in the grips or something.
Hey,
see,
that's not a bad idea. Get it like a little Derringer and have it on him in case you're out and about. You've got a gun available. You know, you just grab the dog, pull the gun out, and shoot the person. You know,
not a bad idea as a backup.
Yeah, the backup gun on the dog.
Well, if your dog's on a leash, because I'm sure, if your dog ran away and somebody turned it in, it'd be a freaking problem.
I tell you, Jason, Mr. Negativity, he does it every time. Can't go a show without doing it.
Hey, man, you hate to lose your rights because you were just being a little extra prepared,
Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting out of here, guys. So, you all set with your shout-outs and plugs, everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for showing up, everybody. Have a good evening.
I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat for sticking by. I really do appreciate it. And thanks a lot. And I'll be back on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And real quick, I forgot to do my quiz. And I gave you practically the answers the other day. The way I searched it on Google, and this is where I got my answer from. But I want to know, it's listed as it was the first original breech-loading gun in the U.S. Army. And what I said last Saturday, I gave you a clue. It's not a handgun and it's not a rifle. Doesn't leave you a lot of options there. You know what I'm saying? So email me at rickslife@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com for the swag pack. Be doing the drawing this Saturday. All right, that's it. So I want to say thank you again to everybody for being here, and I will see you all on Saturday. So good night, everybody. Bye, Sabrina.
See y'all.
Eat a salad.